And we'll just see if this works. And we'll go to videos here. We'll delete the old one. Should be working. Let me pull the chat out. So when people... There we go.
Hello, Xander and T and Tony diagnosis. I'm better than Michael.
Nice.
Wow, Tony.
I don't think he's here today, though. So just keep it until he shows up. Edit. Wait, I want to delete.
Hello, Kerbo.
Delete forever. Every week, guys, something new fails.
You had 2 failures.
Hey.
Hey, Michael, who's better than Tony. That's hilarious.
I feel like he changed that really fast.
Yeah.
Like he was waiting. Like they set this up.
How do we see us and if we're laggy and stuff?
We should be good now.
All right. Dude, seriously. Hello, insert metal here. Hello there.
So how do you feel about it being October already?
I love it. Except that I'm going to get older soon.
Yeah.
So
Did you bring me a ginger ale?
Nah.
Thanks for offering.
No problem.
Didn't make coffee.
I fed the dogs
Didn't
and the
give
cats.
me a ginger ale. Well, you had to because I was busy.
Package arrived and I unboxed it. What package?
Hello, yeah, I don't remember if you mentioned a package. You know what this is?
No. Right before we started streaming, our dog randomly barked super loud and scared us.
Yeah, and then she seemed really confused about why she was barking.
Yeah,
she's like,
it was really strange. Waiting for Assassin's Creed Mirage to arrive. Box
why?
Of 2 bottles of resin. My dogs do that all the time. I get so mad. I was just confused. Like, she got a little poofy for a second.
Our dogs don't do that.
Like, not usually. Maybe it's a normal thing for dogs to just bark out of nowhere.
No, it's not. They usually sense something or hear something and they're reacting.
It was like so random. It was just one bark. And she's got a scary bark for a little dog. It's very deep and powerful. That's what I said.
What'd you say?
A ghost. Barking at a ghost that followed you from that ghost thing. Nah. We didn't have no
Dude,
ghosts.
Imagine that. There's just ghosts there like waiting for people to show up. And then what do? Drive their ghost cars to your house?
Right.
Like.
Yeah, they're reacting to dogs outside or cars in our driveway. We're kind of far away from anything. I don't know what they would have sensed.
Yeah, she probably just thought she heard something and barked. Because there was nothing. Nothing occurred. This actually works a little bit better because it's lower now. And it's not in the shot as much. So we can actually technically pull it all the way there. It's still not in the shot. It's pretty good. It broke, but I fixed it better.
Oh, man.
So October, we got all the pumpkins going on.
You didn't buy me a pumpkin.
Bought any pumpkins? Well, if we buy the pumpkins, then the bear eats the pumpkins.
But we're just giving the bear a snacky.
Yeah, but I don't want to become that snacky.
You're not gonna become the snacky,
dude. I've been face to face with these bears.
You were like 30 feet away from them.
Okay, you don't like to take the dog out because you're afraid that she's gonna run away.
Yeah. Thanksgiving in a few days.
Yeah, a few days for sure. We're not doing anything for Thanksgiving, right?
They're in Canada, right?
We're not doing anything for Thanksgiving, right? Good. We're not like going to a cousin's house.
Not that I know
or a
of.
sister's house, right?
Like, I'm not gonna promise you this right now.
No. This is on record. Everyone is hearing us. We are not doing anything. If somebody mentions something, you say, sorry, we have plans to do nothing. Because whenever I try to make plans with you, you're always like, I have plans to do nothing. Hey, Meek, you wanna go somewhere this Sunday?
No.
Why? You have plans to do nothing?
Yeah, to do nothing.
Oh, okay. This literally happens every single week.
T said, I tried an iced pumpkin spice latte and I still hate it. Well, it's because iced coffee is disgusting.
That's not true.
Monday in, yes, Canada. Michael said come down here for it.
No thanks. I have plans.
Said Thanksgiving is Monday. Mike said I'll smoke a turkey.
I did that last year. It was pretty good.
Hello, Leonard.
What up, baby?
I love stuffing. Iced coffee is delicious. Absolutely not. It's atrocious. My mom cooks bacon on the turkey.
Okay. Adding fat to anything usually makes it better.
You bought me pumpkin spice Oreos today.
I did.
They're pretty good. Michael, you're going to smoke a turkey. I didn't know you can get high. Oh, jeez.
Nice. Got him. No, smoked turkey's pretty good. Pretty good.
Barbarian style. Whatever, Meek. I'm sorry, but I hate iced coffee. It's gross.
It's not.
My new favorite drink. My new favorite fall drink is the Starbucks oat milk apple crisp macchiato, something like that.
It's not that good.
Good.
It's not bad. It's definitely not bad, but it's just a bunch of fat and sugar.
It's delicious.
It's actually not that much fat because it's oat milk.
Yeah, it's carbs.
But it's a lot of sugar. Which, normally lattes are a lot of fat and sugar. So at least
it's a macchiato.
That. Oh, sorry. What's the difference? Okay. Well, I mean, latte literally means milk.
Can we get an Oreo taste test? Like ship everyone an Oreo?
No, Meek.
I know. We already tested it though, so it doesn't count. I thought it was pretty delicious. I know, Leonard. You're allowed to like iced coffee even though it's disgusting. T said iced coffee that isn't pumpkin spice is awesome. How's the shop coming?
Good. So I did. It sucks because like it's been super moist out, so like the drywall compound is taking forever to dry. Like I literally like pretty much Monday through Thursday I went out there and just checked how it was. Most of it was dry, but there was a couple spots in the corners, which is what I did last weekend. Was all the corners, that I had to put it on kind of thick, so it was literally still wet. Like I was like scraping it, and I was just like, "Yep, this is still pretty soft."
We don't have a dehumidifier. So.
I do. I have I just run the AC in drying mode. But a dehumidifier also cools the room, so that kind of makes it like
harder to dry.
Harder to dry at the same time. If it was like just damp and warm, it could dry really well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. We're gonna be stuck.
So what I did was I ran the dry mode for a while, and then I ran the heat for a while, and then every day I actually run the dry for about an hour.
I know dry cycle. Turn it on and off all day.
No, I just have it set on a schedule.
Oh.
Yeah. You can turn that option off, the notifications on your phone off.
I know. I'm just saying. I noticed.
Because the way you said I noticed, it sounded like you were like annoyed. You're like, I noticed.
No, I just noticed. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The shop is probably gonna be put on hold until next like February.
What?
Any more purchases? You can finish what you're doing.
What?
We can't afford anything else for the shop.
What's happening here? When we didn't even talk about this.
Yes, we did. I said we're broke.
Oh, you just said we're broke. That means that the shop has to be put on hold.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you gonna buy?
What do we have left to purchase?
So what are you gonna buy? Yeah, pretty much.
I can't afford it.
And paint.
Dude, the pumpkin spice latte at Dunkin' has like 185 grams of sugar, so I'm not getting those ever again. Do you guys get a new camera yet, or is it still the phone? Well, it's not a new camera, it's an old camera. But no, we can't afford a new camera either. Breaking news, time to ironically sell the shop.
Well, I mean, you better not be spending a bunch of money on a bunch of garbage like you always do then. I hate when people say that they're broke and then they spend money on a bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? Like literal crap. Not like they spend money on expenses. They spend money on stupid garbage. You want to come up here, Nine? Is that what's happening? Good girl.
You eated the ghost.
Yeah, so pretty much the next big purchase is the floor, which sucks. Granted, I could probably do everything and just not finish the floor for now. Do you know what I mean? I could continue to work on it and start, moving stuff in and just wait to do the floor after. The floor it has a floor. It's not like it doesn't have a floor, It's just a matter of if we want it to be nice in there and have another layer of floor. I want to go to the store because I want to ask them what they would recommend for a floor, because I want to do vinyl because I need it to be waterproof because of, if there's a little leak or something, I don't want any sort of problems. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I want to ask them like what they recommend. I have a feeling I know what I want, but I just want to see what they say. Which usually I just listen to what they say, but I don't always believe them because they're salespeople, and I don't believe salespeople ever. I just want to know what their opinion is.
Michael said, I realized how much money I was wasting on dumb stuff, so I've been saving way better lately. He said you need a sponsor for the floor. I wish. Did you see the pic I sent? It was of me. I sent it a few streams ago, but it does look like it says seen, so I don't use Insta much to get the handle of it.
I did, yes.
What was it?
It's just a picture of them.
Oh. Tile it? No. Using library books is saving me a lot. I mean, I have been saving. Hello, Nancy, by the way. I have been saving a lot of money by. We cut down our Audible from 2 books a month to 1, and I've been using Scribd and the library a lot more. I used to be one of those people where it's like I have to own the books that I listen to, and then I got over that. So now I don't.
Just a little too late.
Yeah. So now right now I'm listening to a book on Scribd and I do have an Audible one that I'm listening to right now, but I had it for a long time. Hello, Christy. People say I look older like a teacher. I'm not old enough to be a teacher. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, teachers could be like 21 years old.
Yeah. But I can't use the library for like actual physical books because I'm way too germophobic for that.
So the tile thing, I won't do tile because I think there may be a little bit too much movement on the floor where the tile can crack a lot easier than a floating floor.
Plus, won't grout get dirty super easily?
Well, not super easily, but
I feel like it would catch like all the fine particles.
Maybe.
And stay sanitized.
But the main reason is that like tile's strong and it's good, but if there's any sort of flex on the floor at all over time, it's more likely to crack. So vinyl, like a vinyl plank, a luxury vinyl plank is probably the best bet that I have. But I want to do a vinyl plank with a stone core instead of a wood core, because basically like vinyl plank, like think of it like pretend this is a vinyl plank, right? It has literally layers, so it's the thing with vinyl is that it's not real wood, right? It's vinyl, but it also has like a plastic layer over it, like a protective film over it. The thicker it is, the more rugged it is, and then it has a print. The nicer ones will actually have the print also lined up with the protective thing, so it feels and looks like it's wood because the plasticky part on top. But then it has like a layer of like either PVC or wood, or it's usually PVC, so it's kind of flexy. But then they have the stone core ones too, so the core of it will be some sort of like stone composite that they do, which makes it a lot more rigid and a lot more resistant to like dents and stuff like that. And you can actually put not furniture, but you can put cabinets on top of it, because some vinyls you're not supposed to put cabinets on top. You're supposed to like build it around the cabinets.
Really?
Yeah.
So Michael said that's why you buy spare tiles. What if you rip the vinyl?
No, you're thinking of a vinyl sheet. I'm not talking vinyl sheet. I'm talking like literal, like you know how hardwood is set up where it's interlocked, tongue and groove. It's like that, but vinyl plank. The thing with hardwood, though, is that it's very susceptible to moisture. Any sort of moisture in the floor, you will get bowing. So the edges will lift up. It'll expand.
We have that problem here.
Vinyl plank will not expand because it does not change with moisture. You can literally leave it in water and it will not change its shape because it doesn't absorb moisture.
So Nancy said, I only get ebooks. I use Libby and the LA County library system. I can't be bothered to go to the physical library. Yeah, I pretty much only get like audio. I mean, but sometimes if something's only available ebook, I'll do that. Seeker said I'll be picking up an airbrush soon.
Oh, cool.
Tony said, is Kivox growing his facial hair out again? No, what? Did you forget to shave?
No, I'm shaving right now, right?
He's just got a permanent 5 o'clock shadow.
I'm just a man.
Michael said,
all right.
Gotcha, like tongue and groove, yeah.
Well, that was because I was saying those things as he was responding. I gotta put this over here. No, I gotta grab this, move it over here. Can you still read that, or is it too small?
It's a little small.
Nothing
My shed floor is bamboo planks.
Bamboo planks?
Now you gotta make it bigger. I can't read it.
All right, then I'll put it over here.
Maybe it's the lighting for the upper lip. It looks darker.
It's probably just the camera. It's like the different camera, different like resolution.
I feel like I look extra white.
Is that bad? You love looking extra white.
Not really.
You always complain about looking too pink.
Yeah, well, red. I wouldn't want to look red. No, I mean, he did it last October. I thought he would do it again this year.
What are we talking about?
Growing no shave November, maybe.
Oh yeah, I maybe I'll do it in November. Who knows?
Oh no, you did do it for October for Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, you're right.
We don't have costumes this year.
No, I'm telling you, man. I wish you did Yumiko. I think we could still do it.
I'm too fat.
You're the worst. All right, let me look this up. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Wait, there's one in Danbury. Oh wait, that is Danbury. For some reason, I thought we were in Danbury. I was just like, wait a minute. What are they saying?
Nothing. No, you're not, Meek. Dude, Yumiko is like naked practically. She has like a strip of clothing. I'm going as Simon something when he was with Marcy. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, me neither.
Put a red shirt on and do the wrapping. You don't have to show skin. Yeah, but she has like 10 million abs. Oh, I wish my house looked like that.
Like this?
Yeah.
With a big spill on it?
No, I don't really like the back. Like, I like plain walls. I don't really like whatever. Oh, they're not seeing this.
No, I can put it on. It's got to adjust where we're showing. Oh, and of course now that's not going to work either because the camera changed. So now this isn't gonna. So now I
need to get a costume together for work. Theme for our team is Jumanji. Jeez.
Jeesh.
Jumanji costume. I mean, you can kind of do anything. You should do a frog.
What? Just like what happened to you there? A frog.
I like frogs. Michael said be the wolf kid from Jumanji. I haven't seen Jumanji since I was a kid though. So I don't know if frogs are even in Jumanji. Be the board game itself. It's a lot of work. I need to get fake facial hair. Maybe I'll be the sister. It's easy. Be an animal. That's more fun.
What are you talking about?
Jumanji.
Yeah, but like I don't get it.
I think at work they're doing like a Jumanji theme.
Oh, that's why. It's because there's a black box over it. There it is.
Can't wait for haunted houses. What do you mean?
Haunted houses.
Dude, the new, what's his face? Michael Flanagan show is coming out on the 12th next week. 6 days.
Okay, so I'm going to transfer this over. Let me know if you guys can still hear us and everything's okay, everything's working.
For them to open. Oh, you mean like fake haunted houses? Like, I get it. I never liked those because I don't like people coming after me and like chasing me. You hate thrillers, but you go to haunted houses. Right. I think like reading and watching something on TV is way less scary than putting yourself in those places where people chase you around and jump out at you. I don't like that.
Still waiting to make sure everything's okay, but nobody ever told us. And I know that they've already heard it at this point, right? I would assume.
I think so. I look once more.
Before I start talking, I'm going to wait.
Watch a new Netflix show, Encounters. I don't know what that is.
Like, I feel like you watch weird stuff sometimes. You always check out what you tell me, and I'm always like,
I forgot to look up this show again. I'd love to go to Universal Studios for Halloween next year. Should go at least once since I had heard great things about it.
Oh, real account of aliens. Yeah. Oh. Bullshit.
I know you guys read horrors for fun, but can't.
Okay, there we go. Everything's
houses.
working.
We are so opposites. Michael said everything's good. Everything's working.
Okay, so see, this is like a luxury vinyl plank here, right? This is a rigid core.
It's $350 a square foot.
Yeah.
Holy poop.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more expensive than hardwood.
No, it's not. Hardwood's around $5, depending on the hardwood, but it's around like $5 to, and it also, there's no advantages anymore to hardwood. The only advantage,
that looks just as cool.
The only advantage to hardwood is that you could refinish it, but the problem is that people don't realize is that refinishing hardwood is extremely expensive and just difficult. It's so much work. It's almost as much work as tearing everything up and putting down new wood. Because you literally have to move everything, you got to sand everything down, then you got to refinish it. It's not like a quick let's just do it on the weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the same similar thing here. And you can see here.
Wait, let me go back.
Oh, okay. So what?
So antimicrobial coating, decorative print layer, high density vinyl layer, angled tap lock installation, natural cork backing layer. Do you still have to put like an underlayment or whatever it's called?
Some of the companies recommend it and then some don't.
Heels. I love heels.
It's just saying
superior durability.
Yeah, it's 22 mil, which is not millimeter. It's what they call the wear layers.
Seeker agreed with you with something.
See, 100% waterproof. But yeah, for this we're looking at
I want my whole house in this stuff.
I think it's 280 square feet.
Put in like
maybe 88. I don't remember.
2,500.
So yeah, we're looking at $1,000.
Damn. Put in 2,500.
2,500 what? Square
feet. Like if we were to redo our whole house, I'm just estimating. $9,000. What?
That's how that works, Meek.
I just had a heart attack.
It went from like 10 boxes to
108.
or 12 boxes to 108.
It's hard to do that with the wood.
Do what with the wood?
I don't know. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
How many square feet do you think is just this upstairs?
Not that.
Obviously.
Probably like
500?
Yeah, maybe 500.
So how much is 500? Damn. Well, that's not getting done for a while.
Let me see here.
You were just saying the stain and sanding. Oh, it's hard to do that with wood. Michael said, F that.
Yeah,
concrete in my house before I'm paying that much. Well, no, T. He's the installation. That's why I'm making him learn how to do it. I would not pay someone to install that. Love you.
You can help though with that stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
No, you can. The hardest part, if we ever do the house, is gonna be the
kitchen.
The kitchen.
Honestly,
kitchen is by far the hardest part.
I feel like when you have animals, this is the best option because it's waterproof. If they pee in the house and you don't catch it right away, it's easy to clean up. Like our animals pee, poop, throw up, you name it. The poop isn't
bad.
Place.
The poop isn't bad because it usually like won't seep in right into the carpet.
11 did have an accident where she pooped near the thing, but she pooped on the hardwood. Thank God.
Yeah.
Who has more Harry Potter knowledge out of you and me? Probably him.
Depends.
He remembers stuff better than I do.
I think you know a lot of stuff just from like
reading the books.
Reading the books more often than I did. I know like random lore stuff that I've watched and stuff, but nothing crazy.
I had Harry Potter stuff to unbox for you guys today, but he said no.
I did. Didn't want to do it.
Yeah, so that's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's about $1,000. I want to go there and see how they feel like in the hand. I want to grab one and see like how.
Because I was talking to my coworker and he said sometimes you get these like non-actual hardwood floors and they sound echoey when they're in the house and like when you walk in them. Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why you want. You want like this has the cork bottom, right, like that, and that's supposed to help with sound dampening. And then also it has the. That's why you would put a underlayment down like something like this here, which is a little like thin piece of like foam basically. If you look at it, it's just like a thin piece of foam. So like
in the house, you'd have to do that. Otherwise, it would sound too bad.
Yeah. So in the house, if they recommend it, it all depends on what the manufacturer recommends to do.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, no, they usually do. They usually recommend it. But some of them that have like the cork backing, it says like you don't need it. But a lot of times people like installers recommend it. Some people follow the rules exactly. So.
Okay, so wait, hold on. No, we haven't even downloaded Sanderson's latest secret project. We just got it in the email on the 1st.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, we didn't.
You didn't even tell me.
I know, I forgot. I forgot all about it because like I'm currently buddy reading 2 books, have another one planned because like for October everyone likes to read the types of books that I like to read, and I like horror and stuff like that. So we're buddy reading 2 right now. I have a 3rd book I'm currently also reading, and then we're going to buddy read another book, maybe 2 other books. So I'm kind of busy book wise, but no, we have not started it. Next week let's do a Harry Potter game show. I'll host. That's Michael. Now, this is only an opinion.
It wouldn't be that. We would get so many answers wrong.
Yeah,
like,
if you make it hard,
I feel like we wouldn't do good enough. It would be embarrassing.
Favorite actor for Dumbledore, hands down, is the first one, unfortunately. I know they're both gone now, and I feel bad picking favorites with dead people, but...
The guy that played Magneto.
Hi, Boo-Boo. Boo.
The guy, that guy. The guy that played Magneto or Ganondorf in the Lord of the Rings.
You want to feel it with your hands? Why? Are you in the habit of walking on your hands?
Yeah, what if I want to do push-ups? I want to know how it feels.
Oh, boo-bee.
Also, I can't, I won't be able to install it and feel it with my feet, so it won't matter. And they do have samples there that are like, it'll be like a couple pieces put together, but they like glue it to like a block. So it's like, you can only really see what the seams are like, the seams that go up against each other and stuff. I want to get a piece and I want to like flex it. I want to see how flexy they are. Cause there are some that are literally like you pick it up and it's just like a limp noodle,
It is recommended to use Sentinel Protect Plus underlayment.
Which is their underlayment.
For optimal sound absorption and moisture resistance. Or a standard vapor barrier.
Which is standard vapor barrier. We're not using that because I don't want to completely seal the building.
Really, dude?
You use a standard vapor barrier if you're building like on cement, on concrete. because there's a lot of moisture usually captured underneath, and it'll come through.
Mr. Gambin.
Yes.
Baby girl, why you quite
Ganondorf from Lord of the Rings.
Why you cry?
Right, Meek?
I have no idea.
Ganondorf from Lord of the Rings. The guy that played Ganondorf.
Gandalf?
Yeah.
Is he the guy that played the first Harry Potter dude?
No.
Dumbledore?
He played Magneto, and he played Ganon.
Gandalf.
That's what I said.
Uh-huh.
I don't like Lord of the Rings.
I know you don't.
It's just like boring. And like it's too like soft magic. Like the magic system is too I need more magic.
Well, for it being for it being magical, like it's
There's
not very
no
magical.
magic. It's like beings are slightly less.
No, don't spoil Ahsoka. We only watched like 2 episodes.
Yeah, please don't.
Oswin.
So yeah, like it's this like grand magical thing, and it's like, oh, I have these rings, this ring that it rules all the other rings. Where the hell are the other rings, god damn it?
The 9 kings,
So the Nazgul are the 9 kings.
They have there's a whole bunch of them.
But what do they do? They don't do anything. They're just like powerful, and they can he can control the rings or something. And I know they corrupt people, but that's so boring.
No, I think only the one ring does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was a nice actor. I loved him. It would make me sad if Patrick Stewart died next.
I mean, dude, he's old.
Ian McKellen. Get on it. Have you seen Lovecraft? We started that show and we didn't finish it.
Wait, no. Lovecraft Country?
Oh.
That's what we're watching.
That's what we're watching.
I don't know if Lovecraft is
Lord
the same
of the Rings
thing.
is very magical. Is it, though?
Is it, though? Very magical?
I mean, I haven't read the books in a very long time, but the movies, they don't show a lot of magic.
No.
Or whatever it was with Cthulhu. Oh, H.P. Lovecraft? Wait, are you just talking about, like...
Is there a show or a movie?
I don't know. No. I'm going to just say no.
Lovecraft Country was pretty cool.
Yeah, we didn't finish it.
Yeah, we got bored because we watched too many episodes all at once. And we were, like, overwhelmed with it. And then we took a break, and then we never went back.
Typical.
Yeah, mostly your fault.
It's not enough magic, and you think elves would have more magic. No offense to Mr. Tolkien, but I found out.
Elves are just like, hey, we live a long time. Look at us.
It is like everything is magic based. They just don't throw fireballs and stuff nonstop.
Bro, it's more magical than us, but that is not saying much. It's like dwarves are short, and they live in caves and beat up rocks. Elves are pretty, and they can walk on snow.
Well, I know H.P.
A sword glows.
Oh yeah, not Mew Mew.
Mew Mew?
Sting. Or whatever it's called.
So a sword glows. A ring makes you... There's a ring of invisibility. That thing's pretty cool.
The one ring.
I know, but it makes you invisible. Like that's its main ability.
Except Sauron. It's like he put it on, he's like...
And it's not... It's magic, but it's not, like, very magical. Like, he said very magical, right? It's not very magical.
So H.P. Lovecraft, isn't that the author? I don't know if it's a book series. He wrote a lot... Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but he wrote a lot of short stories. I've never read any of them, to be honest.
Me neither. And I don't plan on it.
I don't like older written stuff.
No, it's terrible.
Like, you're disgusting. It is very, very magical. Okay, Mike.
All right, Mike, tell me how it's magical. Give me some examples.
He's not a good person. Who? Wait.
Lovecraft,
okay, hold on. Gandalf didn't perform much magic, no offense. We know he's peaceful and all, but seriously, do you remember that one scene where he goes, "Fly, you fools"? What is the limit to the staff? He legit fought the Balrog with magic attacks. Yeah, one fight. The elves just didn't invent wands yet. You've caused a lot of chaos in this.
I did?
Yeah.
What did I do?
By making that statement.
The elves just didn't invent wands yet. But they've been alive like for a bajillion years.
Then when they fell through the mines, they ended up fighting for literally like eternity time out of time.
What?
I don't know.
Is it a book thing?
I don't
Is
know.
it like a book, a specific book reference?
I don't remember.
You read the books, right?
Yeah, but in high school, I think I remember that.
Well,
I don't remember books I read 2 years ago.
All right, so he fought the Balrog. Was that on camera or was that like in the background?
This is not in the movies.
Oh. He's
reborn as Gandalf the White, who is and isn't the same Gandalf. Yeah.
Okay, again, that doesn't mean that there's a lot of magic. Like, I feel like you haven't read a lot of books of magic systems because that is very soft magic. It is extremely, also there's no rules for it. So it's extremely soft magic. That's
in the film.
It's even softer than like Harry Potter magic when it comes to like the rules of the magic system. And compared to like books that have real magic, it's very light.
I feel, now correct me if I'm wrong.
It's an epic fantasy too. It's not directly about the characters. It's more about like the world and their like effect, that like what the characters like slightly affect the world.
So from what I remember, the show or excuse me, the movie, like they don't really show what happens to. It's like all of a sudden Gandalf is like not gray anymore, and now he's white, and they call him Gandalf the White, but they don't really explain what happened very well in the movies. And
they're just being racist. They're just like, oh, you wear white now? We call you white.
Yes, wait, in the book, they do show it a bit in the movie. The entire world is built on magic. They just don't have magic duels like Harry Potter.
No, again, Harry Potter...
And there is a magic system. Legit people get too tired or injured to use their magic. That's not a magic system.
It's not a magic system.
You need to read, like... I feel like to understand what he's talking about, you need to read, like, Brandon Sanderson.
It's not, like, there's barely any magic. Just, it's like, you can't say that the world's built on magic just because it has magic.
There's no rules and explanation. That's what he's kind of talking about. Like, Sanderson comes up with, like,
a lot of
complex systems as to, like, why the world is the way it is.
It's very like it's in the same vein as Harry Potter, to be honest with you. Harry Potter is a very soft system where there are no rules to the magic. It's just the magic is magic, you know, like look at me. But the
Wormtongue uses magic to possess King Theoden. Yes, he fought and died and was brought back as Gandalf the White. There's
again, none of these magical things that you're stating impress me. Is what I'm saying. And I don't care about like it's all soft. It's all like hypnosis or like light little things like my sword glows a little bit.
There is a magic system. They just don't use it willy-nilly, but they don't mention mana or rocks that fuel it. Yeah, so there is no system. It is just magic.
Yeah, like Harry Potter. That's what I'm saying. Like in Harry Potter is
it's not a flushed out system.
It's a soft magic system. It's not a hard set magic system that has rules. Like basically whenever the author needs something to happen, he's just like, well, this happens now because magic. It's very whimsical in a way, and this is very whimsical in a way. It's like Game of Thrones. There's magic in Game of Thrones, right? Are you listening to me? Because I feel like you're just reading. You're not actually.
Yes, I am.
Because I'm mostly talking to you right now.
I'm listening.
So Game of Thrones is the same way. There's magic in Game of Thrones. There's dragons. You know, there's magic. There's the White Walkers. There's
the Red Witch Lady.
There's magic, but it's very soft, and there are no real rules to it. And the whole world is built around this magic, and you know, winter is coming, and the like all White this Walkers. Crazy stuff. But it again, it's not heavy magic.
It's not that his Gandalf's fireworks aren't magical. We're not saying there's no magic. He's saying there's not
No, I'm saying that there isn't like the reason
rules, magical rules that they explain.
But also, like, I feel like there isn't. It's as much as it's a magic system. Like, I would hate to live in a world like that where like there's magic, but it's so vague and like weird. Like it's soft. There isn't a lot of magic.
If you didn't read the book, you legit can't say it has no magic. We're not saying it has no magic. Oh my god! And I did read it. I just don't remember it very well. Game of Thrones is what you think Lord of the Rings is. What?
Game of Thrones. I've read Game of Thrones. And again, it has magic. I mean, I've also watched a lot of videos on Lord of the Rings, and it has magic, Mike. I'm not saying that there isn't magic in the world, and the world isn't built around magic, but there isn't. It's very soft magic. I mean, maybe you just don't understand what that means, or maybe you just haven't read enough fantasy books. That's possible because
I wouldn't say it's soft magic, because when you say soft magic, you think like
it's rules. It's the logic between them about the magic, like where the magic comes from, like how much magic you can use. It doesn't. You don't have to have mana, because like most of the things don't have mana, but they have logic.
He's saying they do have that. Like,
Game of Thrones has mana?
No, in Lord of the Rings, like, I thought he said in Lord of the Rings, like, yeah, you get too tired or injured to use their magic. Like, they run out of steam, basically.
That's just stamina, though. But there's no, like, set thing.
A lot of things don't have that, though. Like, Sanderson never really talks about mana.
No. Again, it's not a hard magic system. Like, it's not an argument. It just isn't a hard magic system. It's a soft magic system.
I think, like, you mean hard, meaning, like, strict rules and
Harry Potter is soft. Okay? Even though it has a ton of magic, literally everything is magic, but
there's just not a lot of rules.
It is a soft magic system, which is exactly how Lord of the Rings is. Lord of the Thrones.
Michael said, I think you found the way you prefer magic with the dude and his rocks and metals and stuff, so now if it's not written like that, you don't count it. No, he's not saying... I think you're confusing this.
He just doesn't understand what it means.
You don't... He's not saying it's not magic. He's just saying that the magical system itself is not, like, flushed out.
Let me talk. So, Harry Potter...
Mana has long A's, not short. Mana has long A's.
Harry Potter, right? I'm comparing it to Harry Potter. Harry Potter has magic. It's all about magic. They go to magic school. I'm saying that it's a soft magic system like Harry Potter.
He said, like, Gandalf is not even really a wizard. He's a god in wizard form. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, which is very disappointing. Imagine if, like, your god was, like, just a guy that shoots fireworks and
could die.
And then maybe reincarnate and stuff. Even that new show that has like way more magic in it, like compared to the old movies, right? The new show that's not real canon and it's really not good. It has a lot more magic, but it still feels like that soft magic system where there are no rules. What do you say?
Lord of the Rings is way deeper magically than Harry Potter. Okay, I mean, we can't argue that because I don't remember it and he never read it. But
I mean, deeper as in like rules wise, or lore, because it's literally like all about lore. Like Lord of the Rings is all about the lore, and all they do is walk for 6 movies. It feels like. How many movies are there? 3 or 4?
We didn't play the most recent God of War.
Nah.
I don't know. They were disappointed in it.
Really? I heard it was good.
Michael said both.
Oh, I don't know what he's responding to.
I don't know either.
You got to remember there's like a 30-second delay from between you hearing what we say and us reading what you wrote. So are you
saying now that we've pissed you off to the point where you're not going to give Sanderson a try?
Again, I don't care.
Or if you do, you're going to just like automatically hate it?
Remember, I don't care anymore.
Nick, I know you keep saying that.
Like, I honestly, like, things that I like, I don't want to recommend to people anymore because it's like, I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? I just like, I don't need somebody to like confirm with me that the thing I like is good. Like, I'd rather have them just like not know about it anymore. Does that make sense?
No. Michael said like Harry Potter magic only makes sense. However, Rowling needed it to. It's very flawed.
I mean, it's the same thing with what's it called? Why didn't they just give Gimli the ring? Aren't dwarves resistant to like mind magic and stuff? Like, isn't that part of the rules of Lord of the Rings?
Michael said, I agree, Harry Potter makes no sense. Did you guys play that Harry Potter video game? Yeah, but we never finished it.
Yeah, I got bored.
Michael said, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Lord of the Rings is not what you think.
But again, like, there's so many loopholes and there's so many dumb decisions that were made.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't love the writing style of Lord of the Rings, and I have no drive to like read it.
Oh, I'll never read
again.
It just like
I remember slugging through it. Like it probably took me like a year to read them back when I was in high school. I think I was actually right out of high school when I read them, and it was too dense.
If people like the books also like the movies, then I definitely won't read the books because I don't like the movies. I think that they're very boring, and I've tried to rewatch it, and I still like. It's just like, okay, yeah, it's a movie. I just hate those big epic fight scenes, like with like all the armies and stuff like that. Always like it's so boring. It was so boring in Game of Thrones. It's so boring in like every other thing I watch that has like big army fights. And so I'm always just like, well, none of the main characters are gonna die.
Michael said, no, the ring would corrupt pretty much everyone, even Gandalf. The hobbits were special, and part of the reason the good guys won is because they were overlooked. So,
also, but look it up, though.
The hobbits were impressionable, obviously, because what's-his-face was super, like, taken over by the ring.
Who? Oh, Smeagol?
Frodo.
Frodo?
Well, yeah, and Smeagol was a hobbit, right?
Well, he was a hobbit-like creature, right? Like
Captain Ridiculous Wits says Harry Potter's greater than Lord of the Rings, and I like both. I don't know what that word is. Nancy said I read
Harry Potter has so many problems. Like I honestly I hate the magic system. I wish it made any sense. I wish there were some rules about it. Like I have so many questions about like the whole half-blood thing and like if blood actually matters. Like does it matter or does it not matter? Is it all about knowledge? So. Is it both? Like if you're smart and you have the blood, you're better. Like that kind of seems like a thing because Dumbledore, he's smart and he had good blood. Like can Hermione ever be as good as Dumbledore was?
Probably. So, I agree. Like if I read Lord of the Rings now, I would probably understand it better. To be honest. Would corrupt the Eagles, that's why the loophole doesn't make sense. Everybody would have used it to their own benefit. That's what made the hobbits so special.
But Frodo still got, I guess they were resistant. Is that the thing?
I don't know.
And what about Sam? Couldn't have Sam like taken the ring for a certain time? Did he take the ring for a certain time?
Only a little bit, I think. Or he didn't let him. Now I can't remember.
When Frodo was like dead?
Yeah. Or no, when he was like being overtaken so badly that he was just like
catatonic.
No, I don't think it was catatonic.
Dogatonic.
Do you make wands anymore?
I do.
Let's talk about a better book called Dune. Never read Dune. Dune is not that. Look, Dune was good, and it was probably one of my favorite older written books. It didn't feel as old.
I agree,
but it was a lot to get through, and I feel like the first half was like slow character development, like really learning about the characters, and like the second half of the book is just like and it just like all this time passed super quickly, all this stuff was happening. I was like, wait, what the hell happened? It's a good read. Wait, okay, hold on.
No, we read it.
I like Harry Potter way more than Lord of the Rings, but it makes no sense. That's Michael. Dumbledore was a half-blood.
Was he? See, that's why we would fail on that test.
Yeah. Fair point. I could never get into it from the description of Dune, but each to their own opinion. Well, Dune was good. I think I'll probably enjoy the movies more because the book was good, but I don't really have a drive to like finish the rest of them.
Also, the guy that's doing the movies has like a pretty good understanding of the story, I feel like, and like the visuals. That movie was beautiful.
Look how fast Boromir turned. I don't remember that dude.
But wasn't he a human?
Yeah, well, I think that's his point.
Yeah, humans suck though.
So like
humans are like the worst.
Hobbits, it took way longer.
What about the elves?
Great, though. I tried to read the second one, could not finish it. Sam carries it after someone stuns Frodo, and Sam thinks he's dead. Carrying it for the brief time he did lets him sail west later on to the elf land. You think Percy Jackson is better than Harry Potter?
Oh, that's rough.
To each their own.
What do you think about the new trailer for the show? Hopefully it's better than the movies, because the movies were not great.
I wasn't that impressed with the
trailer. Well, I didn't read the book, so I don't know how accurate it is.
The trailer it doesn't look that good.
Yeah, but it may be pretty accurate to the story, so if people like the books, then they may enjoy it more, you know? Maybe. But you also didn't think that One Piece trailer looked very good either, remember?
I didn't know either, Michael. He's like, I never knew I cared this much about Lord of the Rings to defend it. I've actually read The Hobbit twice. I read it once in middle school, and I remember it like blowing my mind because my history teacher made us read it randomly. And I was like, oh my God, there's books that are like fantasy. I think it was like my first true like actual fantasy book I read, and I loved it as a kid. And then I read it again after high school, and I was just like, ugh, it's so much walking and nothing happening and describing trees for 20 minutes.
So back though on Mike said something before, which was, he said that
Loki season 2 is out?
Yeah, it just came out today. I found the rock thing with the magic and the mana, blah blah blah, and that's what I like. But what I was saying was I don't like Lord of the Rings because it doesn't have the type of magic system that I like.
Yeah, you like more rules and regulations.
I love rules.
Yeah.
Give me rules that make sense, and then don't break the rules, but make the characters use the rules to win or to tell the story. Like, that is perfect.
Or they can find loopholes to the rules.
That is like perfect. Like, that's like the best. Like, that, I love that reward, you know, like when you finally understand the rules of something, and then like there's, you know, either combat or there's like a simple solution where it's just talked out, and it's like, oh man, I never thought of that. Or maybe I would have though if I had thought enough, you know, like I love that. And you know, there are little parts in Harry Potter that are kind of like that, but again, it is very whimsical. It's very much like nonchalant. Like, none of the characters pretty much ever get tired from casting, and they all have magic.
Like, and they talk about certain people being more powerful than others, and some like not grasping the magic right away, but they don't explain why ever, or like what's going on. All right, so I love the movies. It was filmed in my city, and I really don't care for the actors they chose for the main in the Percy Jackson series coming.
So let me respond to what Mike said at the end there. Yes, but the way you said it was very like I was wrong to have an opinion. You know what I mean? Like the way that's how you were like putting it out there. You're like, yeah, you like the rocks and the thing, and anything else is garbage if you don't.
So
it's like,
if Lord of the Rings,
okay,
really,
I wasn't talking.
Sorry.
Cool. No, go ahead.
No.
You just interrupted me. You might as well finish now. I know, but you might as well finish now.
He said it's
your
deep
turn.
with magic and how and when, etc. it can be used. If so, then they don't do that in the movies. I feel like they don't explain that well in the movies. It's probably a book thing, and you recently read them, so you remember it better than I do. But
I mean, there's an encyclopedia, right?
Similar. Yeah, there's like, I don't think that's more of like about the magic though. It's about like the people and like the
races and the world, and but I mean that's it's about the magic. It definitely is. All right, go back to what they were saying.
Okay, I read that. I just finished watching The Lord of the Rings for the second time this year. I'm about to start The Hobbit again too.
Ooh, do you like The Hobbit? Because like even some of the CG in The Hobbit like is not impressive compared to the old Lord of the Rings.
Never-ending Story. That was a fun movie.
They're gonna remake that. You know that, right? They're gonna remake the Never-ending Story. I honestly don't think that they could mess it up. Wait, they could if they make it like super woke. Like that could definitely mess it up. Especially if it's Disney. Is it Disney? If it's Disney, we're screwed.
No, Never-ending Story, the original? I don't think so.
Somebody look it up. What's the original? Like, what's the publisher or whatever? Is it Disney? Did Disney make the Never-ending Story?
Michael said that's what I was trying to say. I read that. Yeah. No, what I was trying to say is you love the way the guy does it by having the physical representation of magic, but not having that does not imply limitations or system.
Well, no. There doesn't have to be a physical thing of it.
Sanderson has plenty of magic systems that doesn't have a physical
like
thing.
Elantris?
Yeah, well, that does have a physical thing.
Does it?
It's the symbols.
Well, but that's not the same thing. That's not like a...
It's not like ingesting something or utilizing something.
Or burning. burning the steels, the magic or the metals.
Not all of his magic systems are different. Dumbledore was 115 or 16 years old at the time of his death, but hold on, is that his wizard blood or muggle blood?
No, it was because he was using the stone to keep himself alive. The Philosopher's Stone, right? That was his whole thing.
Yeah, he had that for a while.
He had that. That's why he was like still alive. I think he.
No, I don't like the Hobbit films, but gotta watch it. There's like an unwritten law in New Zealand that you have to watch both multiple times a year.
All right.
You have to remember, I have to type fast before the subject changes 9 times and the combo is lost, so I may not word things right.
But that's why you gotta like, it's like you're writing an essay, right? Or like you're answering a question at school. You gotta like put in at the beginning, like, yeah, you gotta kind of like reference what you're talking about. You can't just say like no. Like he did before, remember?
No,
he was like
his thing. He was trying to type it fast.
Yeah.
So that he could continue
get his point across. Got it. Now I understand.
So things may not come across properly.
Got it. Yeah.
Now he's gonna react to your first comment before I said my comment.
Yeah. I'm thirsty.
Oh, sucks for you.
Somebody brought me a drink.
We're leaving in a few minutes.
I'm gonna die.
Blink, 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 blink.
Stop it. Oh, man.
Meow.
Oh, so I'm very scared because there are some other anime adaptations coming out on Netflix. And it's scary, man.
Yo, we're on episode like 520 of One Piece, and it's really good right now.
It's real good. Don't watch it, though. Watch the live action. That's pretty good.
Can't talk in the bike now.
Okay.
Or they might make the Doctor from Doctor Who queer, but they shouldn't. For all we know, he could be into what? They could do whatever. As long as the story
the Doctor
makes sense.
is not straight or gay. He's 100% fluid. That's how I've always seen him. He likes men. He likes women. He likes aliens. He likes they, them, whatever. He doesn't care, and it doesn't matter because usually, I mean, he does have River though. River is like very, very cool. She was perfect. I loved River. Yeah. So the new actor, I think, is definitely something. I don't know if he's queer. He's some sort of queer. I don't know what he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I hope is good. I'm always open to trying out a new Doctor.
I don't care what they are, as long as they're written well.
It's one of the old showrunners that's coming back. So at least
can we just skip the woman and just like not deal with it?
Yes, we can.
David Tennant is back, so it's an old actor.
But no, he's back for a short period of time. What they're trying to do, which I appreciate because he was great. They're doing a little tease where they're like, "Hey fans, come back. We apologize.
We know that sucked.
We know it sucked. It was really bad.
I wish so bad that the girl Doctor was cool. I wanted her to be cool so bad.
It's like the dark ages
I
of the
was
Doctor.
so excited to have a girl Doctor. And I even thought she looked cool. I thought her outfit was cool. I was so excited for it.
Jodie Whittaker.
And then it sucked. One Piece is trash. I'm so sorry you feel that way, Tony. They've been advertising that Doctor Who special for what feels like years.
Yeah.
Jodie's Master was good.
Yeah, like the Master.
Oh, that woman. Yeah.
No, that wasn't her.
Not the woman?
That was Capaldi's.
Oh. I liked the lady. They got the old writer. Yeah. They got the old writer back since new writers during the Women Doctor time didn't know anything about Doctor Who.
Oh my God. He was terrible.
Didn't they say like they weren't gonna bring back any of the old like villains?
Dude, like,
which I'm sorry, Cybermen, and Daleks have to be in Doctor Who. Like they're classic.
Well, Daleks at least,
and then like the Angels.
But
the Fugitive Doctor was cool.
The whole Jodie Whittaker and the guy that was the writer, like they were buddies, and it was terrible. They were just like, they came from another show together, and it was all about politics. But the BBC is big on that too, though. BBC is super woke. Like a lot of they're kind of like what Disney's doing now with like a lot of their live
Which
action
is fine
stuff.
if it's a good story.
No, well, it's not fine when it's about being woke. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like they focus on the wrong things. Okay, Daleks are brought back every time, right? You have to have the Daleks.
But also they got rid of the Christmas special, which had been a tradition every year since the Doctor basically came out, to have a Christmas slot where the Christmas episode would air, and it was like tradition. And they were like, yeah, we ran out of ideas. The writer on his first year of show running, he's like, yeah, I don't have a good idea for a Christmas special. So it's like, what? Why are you the writer then? Get out of here. And then they have like 3 seasons.
So it's another female Doctor?
No, it's a guy.
They said she's another female Doctor. I think you would like her.
Who is?
I don't know. So is it me, or are they now breaking more?
Oh, sorry.
Rules in Doctor Who, just like when all the Doctors met together.
Breaking more rules? What do you mean?
Female Doctor for me just was saying lines. She wasn't acting, so I quit after the first 2 episodes. Yeah, we quit pretty not far in.
We watched the first season.
Oh, the Fugitive Doctor is another female Doctor.
Is it? This is the new guy.
Okay.
I don't know who these people are. Maybe the companions or something. But yeah, it's crazy that that she turned into David Tennant.
I think it's gonna be a great throwback for like
because Donna's coming back.
No. Oh. Whenever they bring a ginger doctor.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great.
I wish I was ginger.
Yeah.
The doctors have rules. You aren't supposed to meet any of your counterparts.
They do it in every anniversary special, every single time. They've done it so many times. The first Doctor met the second Doctor. There's been so many team ups. That's like the thing that they
taboo,
do.
But they still do.
They do it all the time. It's awesome. Yeah, like it was great, dude. Matt Smith and Tennant meeting. That was a great episode. Special.
I know, but it's so strange. I mean, it's got to be like a paradox thing.
The best part is when River meets David Tennant for the first time, and she's like, "Oh, you don't know me yet. I haven't seen this face yet." It's so good. Oh my god, I'm getting teary. It's so like awesome. That was like the golden age.
I cried so hard at the end of like the Amy arc.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia and
the golden age was David Tennant and Matt Smith for sure for me. Like that was,
what was his name? Rory?
Yeah.
I cried so hard.
It was so good. That was like the golden, and then Capaldi started off slow for me, and then
got better.
But he was definitely really good at the end. And then it was all downhill from there. It was terrible. I gotta look up this Fugitive Doctor thing. Like, I don't know. And then they made the Doctor like originally female. I don't know if you knew this.
What?
They made the Doctor like her original form was a little girl.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was a little girl because
Does that matter though?
Well, it's because they wanted to make her a girl.
Oh.
Because it matters because the reason they did it wasn't for storytelling purposes. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they did it just to, like as an FU to like all the boys that like Doctor Who. At least that's how I feel about it. Like it's one of those things that's just like, why?
I wonder what Uncle Carl thinks of Doctor Who.
He does not like her.
No?
He hates her. Everybody
funny.
that is a real Doctor Who fan, I feel like, does not like her. Or at least has been watching it for a while.
We were so excited because didn't we put him at the Doctor Who table at our wedding?
I think so.
And he didn't even like notice or something. What is this planet? Gallifrey. Yeah. Oh man.
I really liked him. He's my second favorite. Matt Smith was the one that, like, when I got into Doctor Who, it was in the Matt Smith era, and then I had gone back and I watched all the other ones. Then the new season of Matt Smith came out, and that's when I got into it a lot. So he was like my doctor, like the one that I...
Like literally you saying the Doctor, Matt Smith comes to my head first for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have influenced me to think that way.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he's my favorite, though. I just like his craziness, and then Tenet. I feel like they were still figuring out, like it was still very corny. And then I think once they got to Matt Smith, it was like more cinematic and like more epic. And the new seasons of Doctor Who with Jodie Whittaker they're very cinematic. They're shot very well. The budget seems to be better. The technology is better now. So it looks better, but the storytelling is just terrible. And like it just hits you over the head with all like the political stuff, making fun of Americans.
Dude,
because
that was
they
so
ridiculous. They like to shoot everything, and it's just like
they basically had Trump.
That's a little racist. Like I was just like, I was like, that's kind of racist. But whatever. I mean, there's a lot of Americans.
That is how people see Americans.
That is true. So yeah, I guess. But like,
they legitimately had Trump though.
Yeah, no, they had. Well, he like said something about Trump. Like he was like more. He was like more extreme than Trump. You know what I mean?
So ridiculous.
Anyway. But it was just like, it was crazy. That was the first season too.
And it was a guy who played War Doctor is my favorite.
The War Doctor. So the old guy.
Why does it say on the wiki incarnation? It's regeneration.
Yeah, that is weird.
All right, we gotta go.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. It was a nice little conversation. Bye.
Bye.